Hello and welcome to another episode here on my channel. My name is ChaosMole and today, unfortunately, I have some bad news for you if you have been looking forward to Warhammer 40k Darktide, because the developers have now announced that they have to delay the game. But there's some positive here, because they also have a good announcement regarding upcoming playtests. So first things first, let's read the announcement. Today, we decided to delay the launch of Warhammer 40k Darktide to November 30th for PC. Xbox Series will launch shortly after PC with a specific launch date to come. Delaying a game is perhaps one of the most difficult decisions a developer faces and one we are not excited about making. Still, we hope this speaks to our commitment to taking the time necessary and doing whatever it takes to get you the best possible game. While we have been humbled by the great feedback on the game so far, we also need more time to improve stability, performance, and to mature key systems. Each is critical to making sure we have the best possible experience for you, the players. We also want to invite you on this journey. Soon, we will start a series of technical tests and betas in advance of our launch to ensure we deliver the best version of the game. If you'd like to participate, you can sign up for a chance at darktide.live/signup. You will find the link down below in the video description. Thank you for all the excitement and appreciation you have shown us thus far. It really does mean the world to us. Martin Wahlund, CEO and co-founder of Fatshark. So this is of course always unfortunate, especially when a game moves from September or early September to the end of November. And keep in mind that November 30th, if you don't know the gaming industry, November 30th is always seen as the one of the last few dates you release a game in a year. Because the closer you're getting to Christmas, the least is the possibility happening that they're actually releasing a game. So I think the latest we got some big games was with Cyberpunk on December 8th, which was really just like the last moment of release for that year. And November 30th is always like, whoa, time is ticking down on that year, because in December, developers don't like to release their games because there are patches there, right? And a lot of people are then going into holidays. And yeah, like normally when a game doesn't release at that point, it will release next year. So that they chose November 30th means they really want to take that extra time, and there might be a chance that the game gets delayed again into next year, which would suck. But again, look, I have been there for Vermintide 1 and Vermintide 2 on their release, and as much as I love Vermintide and as much as I love the Fatshark games, let me just say having more time is always good. Like the games were not really that perfect when they came out. They were good. They were not a disaster, to make that absolutely clear. But having just more time is a good thing. I think we don't really have to debate that. But also something which I kind of expected this, because we did get closer and closer to September. And normally Fatshark is somebody who loves to do betas. They love to do playtests way before the game is coming out and gather the feedback of their community and then try to implement that feedback as much as possible. And we're not just talking about balance changes. We're talking about gameplay defining changes they sometimes did. They did this especially with Vermintide 2. They had like multiple beta tests, and then they had some, like a lot of internal tests going on where you could get invited, but you had to sign an NDA. And they really listened to their community. So I was kind of surprised when we didn't had any of this. We didn't hear about any playtests besides of some influencers who could already play it. But like bigger playtests with bigger groups apparently didn't happen yet. We never heard anything about betas. And it's really like, oh, that's weird. That's normally not what Fatshark is doing, right? And so I kind of expected this. And yep, in the end, it seems like I was right, which is, of course, unfortunate because, as I said before, I would have loved to play the game in September. But, oh well, as I said, take your time, folks. It can only get better. And, of course, for the Xbox Series players, I assume the game is not coming out this year for you then. Like, as I said, November 30th is one of those cutoff days, and developers don't like to release their games in December if it's not like in the first or the very latest, the second week of December, and then afterwards everyone's just like, yeah, okay, let's do it next week, next year in January, you know. So yeah, we will see what happens with the Xbox players, but at least for the PC, it is November 30th for now. With that said, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, even though it was a bad news for probably a lot of people, I would appreciate if you leave a like. Make sure you're checking out the video description, because that is where the link is to the sign up to the playtests. Also, if you're signing up for the playtest, one last thing. If you signed up on it on the website, you get an email where you have to fill out the forms for the playtest. Just signing up on their website, it's not that you are done. You have to do more steps afterwards. So please keep a lookout for your email and then make sure that you are filling out the forms. Okay? Good. And with that said, if you want to see more Darktide content here on the channel, which we already have some, and there's more planned in the foreseeable future, I would appreciate if you might subscribe to the channel. With that said, thank you so much for watching. See you next time, and the Emperor protects. Bye-bye.